Hello and welcome to Western Civilization 1 online. My name is Mrs. Bueno and I'm going to be your online instructor for the duration of this course. So when you first log in to Blackboard, it's going to take you to our announcements page. And here I'll post announcements, give you updates on things, reminders, that kind of thing. So this first one here, I wrote this last night just letting you know, look for a video. I'm going to post a syllabus today. And make sure you watch the video first before you email me because this is probably going to answer a lot of your questions about the course. So I just want to briefly go over all of these tabs over here. So announcements, this is where it'll always launch from. So the next tab we have is the syllabus/calendar. If you click on this folder, the syllabus is there for you. I'm also going to upload it where if you don't have Microsoft Office Suite, you will be able to look at it. But let's just open it really quickly so that you can kind of look at it and see what's going on here. So all of my information is posted here. My name, my office number, my phone number. These are the times that I should be in my office, Monday and Wednesday from 1 to 3, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 to 11, and then on Fridays from 9 to 11 as well. Sometimes, though, I have meetings, so if I don't answer, shoot me an email first, and then if you don't think that's going to work, you can always call me and leave me a voicemail, and I try to get back to you within, that time frame. Our textbook, it's an online textbook, however, they do have a printed version in the bookstore. This is one that you can't get used because you have to have the access code with this. You have to have the MindTap access code. Some of your assignments, like your chapter quizzes, you have to access MindTap in order to do those. Core competencies, core objectives, student learning outcomes, and then just kind of a map here, what we're going to do in class, how it actually meets those learning outcomes. So if you're interested in that, you can look here. You're going to have a syllabus quiz. It's going to be posted later today. And this is just proof that you've actually logged in, you've done some work. I can count you as being, actually attending class and you won't be dropped from it. And this is just going to be bonus, extra credit for you. The stuff that really counts are quizzes, discussions, unit activities, and unit exams. So there are 16 chapters. You're going to do 16 quizzes. I will drop your 2 lowest quiz grades, so 14 of those quizzes will be actually part of your final grade. There's a quiz at the end of each chapter that you need to complete. This class is divided into 3 units. So although you have quizzes due after the end of each chapter, every unit you're going to have a discussion board, a unit activity, and a unit exam. And I'll show you where those are. Make sure in these discussions you look right here, minimum of 200 words, and then you're also going to respond to a classmate. So your original post, what you write to me for me to grade, should be 200 words. And then you're going to respond to a classmate, and that should be a minimum of 100 words. You text more than that in 5 minutes. I promise this is not hard for you to do. If you just sit and you think about it, you can probably knock this out 10-15 minutes. Unit activities, these are done through MindTap, just like your quizzes are. You're allowed 3 attempts per question, but keep in mind every time you get one wrong, you're docked a point. So you want to try to answer them correctly the first time. These are small, they're not worth a whole bunch, so you want to try to answer each question correctly the first time so you get the maximum number of points. And then the unit exams. Since we're going to have 3 units, you're going to have an exam at the end of each unit. And it's going to cover questions from the quizzes, and then I'm also going to try to go through and highlight important stuff in each chapter if I can. And you can use your textbook and your notes for this, but you only have 1 chance to complete this timed exam. You're given 2 hours to complete it. You do not need to come to PJC to take these exams. You're going to download some software called Respondus. That way you can take your exam from the comfort of your home. However, if you do want to come up here, you can actually go to the library and take these exams, or you can come to our testing center, but that is not required. One thing about these discussions I want you to keep in mind, look over this netiquette and kind of your behavior and what's expected in an online class. Some of these discussions are, since this is Western civilization. We're going to talk about different religions and different beliefs and different values. In that, you have to keep an open mind. When you're responding to a classmate, you will do it in a constructive manner. If you bully, if you belittle, if you harass, if you bring up anything that I deem as inappropriate, one, I'm going to take that to my supervisor, then we will take that to the vice president. So just make sure, and then disciplinary action can ensue from that. So just make sure you're doing this, in a positive manner. Your opinions do matter. So if you disagree with someone, there is a way to do that in a respectful and constructive manner and not be disrespectful towards each other. I think the rest of this you guys can probably read over. Make sure you read about the scholastic dishonesty and what will happen if you're caught cheating. And then down here, I do have a calendar for you. There's also another section in Blackboard that I've labeled as the calendar. But you can see here, Unit 1, it's 4 weeks, it's 4 chapters. So you've got Chapter 1, 2, 3, and 6. Over here it tells you when these quizzes, the activity, the discussion, and the exam are all due. They're due September 22nd. Unit 2 is a little bit longer, so I give you more weeks to do that. I give you 5 weeks to finish Unit 2. It covers chapters 7, 8, 10, 11, and 12. And then Unit 3 covers chapters 15, 16, 18, 20, 21, and 22. So you'll kind of notice we're skipping some. We're not using all the chapters in the book. So the first time that you are going to try to log on and use MindTap and access this, start here, go to the MindTap tab, look at the Getting Started. It's just a really quick video. I think it's 2 or 3 minutes long, but it kind of explains what MindTap is, how to use it, how to log in for the first time, that kind of thing. If you do have problems, I have the Cengage technical support right here for you that you can contact them directly. I'm not in charge of MindTap, so if you have issues getting into MindTap or your code doesn't work, there's nothing that I can do. You actually have to get in touch with the company in charge of MindTap, which is Cengage. The first time you're going to log in, you click on this link, and it's going to take you here. And it says you must have an account. So if you're new to this, you can create an account, or if you've used Cengage in the past, maybe you've taken a psychology class and they've used Cengage before, you use your old email and password to do that. If you're not sure, you can always try your email and say, I forgot my password. It will let you know if you don't have an account. So create a new account, put in all your information, make sure you put in the right time zone, and then you're going to click on Create My Account. And it will ask you for a code for you to log in at that point to enter your access code. If you don't have one, you can actually do the free 14-day trial, and then after 2 weeks you will be prompted to enter the code or you'll be locked out of your account. Once you get into MindTap and you've got the access code, you've put it in, you've done everything, when you get into Unit 1, it will automatically link for you, and I have it broken down. In every unit, it's all the chapters, and then in the chapters, it's kind of like, you don't have to do the navigate the chapter. I just kind of put it in there for you if you want to. It goes over some questions, review questions at the beginning. Chapter 1 objectives are there for you so that you would know, okay, what am I supposed to get out of this chapter exactly? It's listed there for you. Then this is the actual chapter itself. When you click on that, it'll take you straight to it. It's telling me to create an account, although it shouldn't. Okay, so once you get logged into Cengage, and you click on that Chapter 1, the earliest human societies, this is where it's going to take you. So you can see the chapter introduction, a few definition of terms. You can see that I've highlighted some stuff in here. If I've highlighted it, more than likely it means it's going to be on the exam. So if it's in orange, that's something that I think is important and that you should probably look at and write down in your notes. So you can click through, you can read the chapters. Here's something else that I've highlighted. So it's pretty user-friendly. You just got to get in there and kind of play around with it a little bit in order to understand how it works. So then there's also a chapter review. summary key terms, and then for further reflection. And then you're also going to do your quiz through here. So test yourself. So you can see I attempted it. I didn't do very well the first time, but it does give you, how many you answer if you've done it, and then percentage correct. So I only got a 20% on this one. I'm not a very good student, am I? So, these are not timed. So take your time on these. You can even open it, answer a few questions, come back and finish it later on. So you don't have to do it all in one setting. There's 20 questions per chapter to answer, and they are worth 20 points each. So if you go back out, so that's just chapter 1. So remember, you've got to do that for all 4 chapters. And then here, this is another activity that's in Cengage that you're going to do. This is your unit activity. And then your Unit 1 discussion board is here. Make sure you create a thread in order to see what the topic is and to be able to post. So you're going to post it right here. You can also attach if you want, but it's only 200 words. I don't really think you need to open up Microsoft Office or anything. Just post it right here. Copy and paste your answer right here. Submit it, and then you're going to click on someone else's, and then you're going to respond to them as well. Once we get going and people start posting, it'll be easy if you've never done this before. Pretty user-friendly as well. And then also in Unit 1, under the Unit 1 discussion board, I haven't posted it yet, but you're going to see Unit 1 exam. There's going to be a separate how-to video for the exams, so make sure you come back and check that one out. As we go through this semester, if I have a lot of questions or a lot of emails asking the same thing over and over, I'll post it in the announcements page for everyone, because you may not be the only one that had that question. And then also, any, when the exams are posted, when I get the respondents video up, I will send out that link to you as well. So, keep in mind, you don't have anything to do these first few weeks. You just need to get the book, get the access code, and do the syllabus quiz by next week. And then your first assignments, there's a chunk of them all due September 22nd, but what I recommend doing is doing a chapter per week in order to stay on task. Alright, keep an open mind as we go through this. It's going to be fun, and I will post some more information for you guys very shortly.